So here's what we're getting at. If you will take the time to relax and allow the vibration that is at the core of you to be dominant, it always is dominant. However, what you're thinking in any moment in time equals your in this body, personal, physical, human point of attraction. So even though there's a vortex that is summoning to you all of the people, all of the circumstances, all of the thoughts, all of the ideas, all of the wonderful ingredients that will make for the most magnificent creations, even though all of it is there and it's all dominant for you. When you are thinking a thought in this red-hot minute, what's active in your mind is active enough in your vibration that it becomes part of the mix and it confuses your point of attraction. In other words, if you want to be well and have wanted it for a while, and you've got a vortex spinning, and you do, and wellness and ideas about wellness and circumstances about wellness are being drawn to you, but you're watching television programs that are talking about all of the things that could go wrong with your body, so all of that is active within your vibration too, you can't hold the vibration of wellness and the vibration of illness at the same time. You're short-circuiting, and that's the thing that we want to lay out for you. We want you to begin to see that these thoughts are connecting with one another electronically. There are thought circuits, and the circuit that is the vortex that is spinning is a very powerful thing. But what you think and what you talk about in any point in time has a huge effect on how well you allow those circuits to be open, or, and here's really what we want to say to you, how well you are constructing other circuits that are leading you to other things that you do not want. It's such an interesting thing. So you watch a little bit of television and something, maybe it's a movie or an advertisement, but it's something that captivates your interest for a little bit of time. And as you focus there and think about it, you begin offering a vibration about it. It's not a strong vibration, but it is a vibration. It is a vibrational pattern. And law of attraction, we're not kidding you even a little bit, reaches out and connects that vibration with another. And then reaches out and connects that vibration with another. You are literally making thought pathways. You are literally constructing. Now, the thing that most of our physical friends are not aware of is how rapidly the construction of the thought ways translates into the manifestational construction. Have you ever been thinking about someone and the phone rings and there they are? That's evidence that there was a strong pattern of thought construction that was going on. Have you ever been driving down the freeway and had an impulse to do something, and when you did it, you saw immediate reason for having done it? That's that thought construction coming into manifestation immediately. We want to bring your attention to the swiftness of the syncing up of these thoughts. We don't want you to be afraid of your thoughts. We want you to be aware when you leave this room of the construction of thought ways that you are about. And we want to ease your awareness of these construction of thought ways by saying to you, you don't have to go about it the hard way. You don't have to figure all the thoughts out. You don't have to sort them into piles. And it never works when you say, that's a pile I'm not going to think about, because you're thinking about that pile while you've decided you're not going to think about it. We want to show you that the shortcut to it is this. You have put, piece by piece, thought patterns, thought constructions into your vortex of creation. Do you know what your vortex is? Your vortex is the vibrational holding place for the best of all that you've synthesized through life. It's where the I know what I do want part of the equation goes when you know what you don't want. In other words, every time you sift and sort, there is a thought way that is carved out for you. It's what the evolution of all species is about. When you know what you don't want, a thought pattern of what you do want rockets out of you and is held in this vortex of creation by source energy, by your inner being. It is there for future generations. It's there for you to experience the benefit of in the moment that you become a vibrational match to it. Are you getting the sense that in this diverse world that you are living in, where there's so much that you could think about, a lot of times the I know what I don't want is necessary for the I know what I do want? So the I know what I do want is born out of all of this stuff that you are observing. And you've just been listening to us here today saying to you, that's going about it the hard way. So we're saying two things to you that are seemingly contradictions. We're saying the diversity is causing confusion, but the diversity is also responsible for this very clean, very pristine, very precise, very powerful vortex of creation from which future generations will benefit. You feeling the confusion yet? We'll emphasize it again. How can the contrast and all of this stuff to choose from, which has got us all sort of scurrying around trying to sort things into piles, Abraham, does it help us or doesn't it? Is it of benefit or isn't it? It's of benefit because it helps you build your vortex. But it's a detriment when you continue to try to sort it out because the continual sorting process prevents you from ever lining up with what you've already pre-sorted. You see what we're getting at? Step one is contrast will cause you to ask. Step two is the vortex holds in an eternal holding pattern for you, sending an eternal signal of what you've asked for. Step three is you've got to find a way of being more of a vibrational match to what you'd put into your vortex. So with all that we've said, and we can feel you right there with us, this is our message to you today. You have done enough sorting through the contrast to keep yourselves busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes. It's time for you to begin to claim what you've put into your vortex. And you don't do that by thinking it all over again. You do it by allowing the vibration of your being to raise to the level of what's in your vortex. This is a sales job for sitting for 15 minutes and listening to the meditation or engaging in some meditation where you manage to detract yourself or deactivate the thoughts that are holding you out of a vibrational alignment with what's in your vortex. We started today by talking about the construction process of the life that you want. We're going to start here for a moment by talking about the deconstruction of the patterns of thought that are preventing you from the life that you want. We want you to feel that the deconstruction of unwanted and the construction of what are wanted is one and the same process. Because in the absence of attention to unwanted, your vibration will naturally raise. And in the raising of your vibration, you naturally become a vibrational match to what's already in your vortex. So now, our work here is done because we have accomplished precisely what we wanted to accomplish. We've brought you to the point where almost 100% of you are on your knees, begging us by saying, Abraham, just break it down and make it simple, will ya? There's just too much to think about. What do I have to do to be happy? What do I have to do to be prosperous? What do I have to do to get the person in my life that I'm looking for? What do I have to do? And we say to you, you've already done most of it. Because you've done the sifting, you've done the sorting, you've done the observing, you've done the know what you don't want, you've done the know what you do want. You have constructed a vortex that has the power that creates worlds spinning with it. All you've got to do is find your way to the vicinity, to the proximity, to the interior. You've just got to get into the vortex. That's all you've got to do. And here's what we want you to hear above all other things that you've ever heard from us or any other. The way to get into the vortex is to raise your vibration, and the way to raise your vibration is to deconstruct the thought that is keeping you from the raised vibration. You've heard us say, if you've been listening to us for a while, when you stop doing that thing you're doing that's keeping you from it, then you'll just do it. So consider this. What if you were to find some relatively hard to find recording where you could just plug it in to your earphones, and it would encourage you to listen to the rhythm of some sort of oddly constructed music for the purpose of simply syncing your breathing to that rhythm. That's it. And the words in the background would be telling you, there's nothing for you to learn here And there's nothing for you to do here. And there's nothing for you to remember here. Simply listen and breathe and enjoy. So the purpose of this meditation is precisely what we are just talking about here. It is a process, not the only process. It is a process whereby if you will focus with the intent of syncing your breath to the music, that effort in and of itself will be enough to occupy your thoughts long enough that it will cause a deactivation of the concern you have with your employer today, or with your upset with your daughter or your mother. By focusing upon something, there must be a deactivation of other things. So as you begin to focus on breathing, as you begin to focus upon your here and now, as you claim, as you carve out of your busy day, as you drag yourself out of Jerry and Esther's room that is full of everything that they've gathered for decades, if you drag yourself out of there just for a moment and listen to this music, it is our promise to you that a raising of your vibration will occur. In simple words, these are the words we would like you to leave here remembering. Your vortex will train your vibration. Your vortex will tune you. Now, hear the difference between what we were talking about in the beginning with everything that you could possibly think about, all the different subjects, all the different vantage points from all the different subjects. When you think about all the possible things that you could think about, and you have the assignment of sorting that out, or you think about the squeaking cart in the room behind us. Well, you were. The squeaking cart in the room behind us distracted you from your bankruptcy. It did. In other words, you are easily distracted, friends. Why not deliberately distract yourself with something that will tune your vibrational frequency into sync with everything that you've put into your vortex before you were born and ever since? In other words, we're really on to something here, because you cannot sort that closet out. You can't do it. Nail it shut. You cannot figure out all of the reasons that all of the people are doing all of the things that they are doing. You can't even get together in some sort of consensus about what the right way of life really is. And you know why you can't do that? Because that was never your intention to begin with, any more than it was your intention to come forth as a people on this planet and decide what one food ingredient you would all agree would be the only thing you would ever eat. You come as diverse intenders with diverse intentions and beliefs and ingredients and components. And you have, even though most of you don't realize it, you have created the most magnificent vibrational version of a life experience in your vortex that could ever be imagined even by the greatest imaginers of all. In other words, what's in your vortex is supreme. It is beautiful, and it will delight you with every little piece of it that you allow yourself to participate in. We're just saying, these are Esther's new words to Jerry, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He laughs every time she says it, and he says, I know you're saying. I know you're saying it. I hear you saying it. We're just saying that it's in your vortex and that you have easier access to it than you know. And that if you will, set aside 15, 30 at the most, 15 minutes a day, where you actually sit with the intent of breathing for the enjoyment of breathing, that you will allow your vortex to train your vibration upward in the vicinity of the fullness of what is there. And what you will begin to discover is an uneasy edge disappears from your life experience. What you'll really begin to notice is that things that don't feel all that significant to you will begin lining up for you all the time. In other words, those things that you're not consistently beating the drum of begin to clean up even on the first day. You begin to have better timing. Parking places open up for you. Your timing is right. Esther is marveling at how she can come back from a long trip with bags and bags and bags of things that they've gathered up along the way from other people and from shops and so forth. And with all of this stuff that's been packed and repacked, first it was packed to get onto the cruise ship, and then it was repacked to get off of the cruise ship, and then it was packed especially for the lighter carry-on bags, and then it was repacked. In other words, it had been packed and repacked. Everything had been moved around for different weights and balances. And when they got back, Jerry said, "Do you know where such and such is?" And Esther said, "I'll get it." And she went to a bag and came out with it.